Hi guys, and welcome to our second live. And today we're talking about summer retention and a marketing Q&A at the end. I'm Bao, and I'm the marketing exec here at Nest. And this is Joe, and he's the assistant marketing manager here at Nest. And so today we're going to talk about
we've got summer retention. So as you guys know, it is the summers. The kids are just breaking up. Summer started. Some of you guys might already be sort of feeling the pinch because it is the most difficult time of year. If you've been to our conferences before, you see we always have the graph up there that sort of shows the sort of summer slump. But we've always maintained at Nest that the summer slump isn't written in stone. And if you plan ahead and you sort of take a bit of initiative and maybe think outside the box, you can have a successful summer.
Yeah, exactly. Like the key to creating a successful martial arts club is retention.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point we need to think about what strategies can we use in order to make sure that we are retaining our current customers, but also like how can we increase our acquisition? I guess
get some new people involved.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got people that are sort of not even charging for people over the summer for new people because they know they'll sign them all up in September. But we're going to talk a little bit about getting new students and retaining the students that you've got. So let's talk a bit about getting new students.
Yeah.
There's two ways that we think you can do that. Number one, extra lessons. At the moment, you guys might have lessons between 4 and 7, sort of after school lessons. But if you can move those slightly earlier in the day, a lot of the parents are sort of looking for something for their kids to do within the day and not so much in the evening as they would be after school. Better still, if you could do an extra lesson in the day, a sort of summer camp lesson, and keep your lesson in the evening for kids that have that in their routine, then that's a definite win. With the lessons in the day, you kind of want to do something a little bit more outside of your routine. We've got people that have done pizza parties or Nerf battles or a movie night, set up a big projector. Yeah. Another thing is you could do your daytime lesson. You could get out of the dojo. If you don't have a full-time location, this is a good tip for you. Maybe you can't rent the school hall in the day. You can get out of the dojo, maybe go to the park, do an outside lesson. If the weather holds up,
exactly. That's the thing, because obviously, summer for kids is a fun place and a fun time, and you have to not only stick with the current routine and the current curriculum that you have, but step outside of that slightly.
Exactly.
And think about how can we just continually engage them, and the parents can see that they're not just learning martial arts, but they're actually having a lot of fun, and that's why I should continually invest in my membership.
Summer camps, day camps is a better way to call them, but we had a lot of talk about it last year, and we've created some new materials that you guys can download, that you can see those on the screen now. They're available on MyMA for everyone to get, and they are... We made those basically because everyone was asking for them last year and sort of thinking that summer camp is a great tool to get new students in, get people that aren't, maybe not usually interested in martial arts. Yeah. It's sort of a softer sell because you could be doing the Nerf gun battles, you could be doing things that sort of related to respect and discipline, but the actual lesson is only sort of 20 to 40 minutes and you're entertaining kids for a longer period of time, so you're sort of doing a little bit more there.
Yeah.
And summer camps, it's a great way to get your students. You need to structure your classes where they can learn a few basic moves, get them involved, and then try and sign them to your regular classes when they start again in September.
Yes.
But log on to MyMay, download those.
Yeah, exactly. So I know one of the things that you're talking about is running competitions, and one of the things that you came up with was the token.
Oh yeah, we're talking about those soon.
Yeah. So, and I think from an advertising point of view, looking at your marketing budget, you need to think about acquisition and retention, and looking at where does your budget fit into all of that. And at the moment, I think when we're talking about student retention, making sure that you're constantly engaging with your current, community, as well as looking for new students. So maybe I would say is increasing your budget for your marketing budget and advertising to increase acquisition during this period is really important.
Because you're fighting against something.
You're fighting against
something. You've got to put a bit
more
money to get the same results.
Exactly, yeah. So looking at what kind of campaigns can I run, and what platform is best for me, because a lot of people that I spoke to were saying, should I be using Facebook? Should be using Instagram? And how should I be doing that? I think you should always just use the platform that you're strongest in serving, for example. So if you feel like you can serve Facebook really well, and you can create good content and you can engage with your community a lot more on Facebook, then keep doing that, and occasionally boost value driven content, but running campaigns. And that's why we've got our summer campaigns promotional pictures and stuff right here, so you can just use that. If you can't think of what to design and how to do it, use that and get promoting with something that's appealing to parents looking for extracurricular activities during the summer period.
I mean, there was an article last year, I'm just trying to look at the figure here, where it said that basically childcare increases about 4% every year. Childcare costs over the summer increase about 4% every year. So if you can offer alternative that's sort of cost competitive to look after kids in the day, I know there are some Ofsted regulation things involved in that, but all that information is available on MyMay. Then you can it is, like I say, it's a softer sell. You can get kids involved, get parents involved. They're thankful for something for the kids to do, and then you can feed them into your regular lessons at the end of the summer. If you are getting kids that come to the sort of summer camps or the day camps, and it's only a couple of days that they come, we've created a certificate that you can download on MyMA now that basically you can award to kids that have completed the day camp or summer camp. It mentions that they've shown a commitment to respect, self-esteem and fitness. We can edit the words on that if anybody wants to make it more specific, but the summer camp logo and everything is the same as it is on the camp materials you can download on MyMA, so it's also ties into the brand that you're trying to push there. So I think that's the acquisition side of things, and like Bal says, maybe you have to put a bit more money, but we're mainly going to talk today about retaining the students that you've got. We've had a conversation on the Facebook community group recently where someone was saying they've got lots of Eastern European kids in their classes, and they sort of go back home or to see their grandparents over the summer. A lot of kids, they go on longer summer holidays, and we all know that if kids are away from training for a little bit, it's less likely that they're going to come back. So how do you sort of combat that? By the way, if anyone has any summer retention ideas, put it in the comments. We're here live right now. We'll read your comments and share the ideas that you've got, because we can't come up with them all, can we?
We're trying to help a wider community of like-minded people, and this is why we're trying to really engage with everyone in the Nest community, but also everyone outside of the Nest community,
the martial arts community.
Exactly, because this is a topic that's important to all business owners within martial arts, and we're trying to say right, these are our ideas, but what's worked for you, and it'd be so nice if you guys could engage and say, right, well, this is what's really worked for me, because that alone could help someone else, so let's just get engaging. But moving on to,
we've got 3 retention ideas that you guys can use over the summer, and one of them is the first one is a little bit broad. So the ideas that we've got is how to keep students engaged, a welcome back part at the end, and then we've got this idea with tokens that you can do at the end, but we'll get into those individually. Let's talk about how to keep students engaged. So what you need to do is just remind them that they are a member of this community. They are a member of your club. They are they are still training. We've had clients before that have recorded a little video, put it on YouTube, of some training that people can do outside of the dojo, just some basic moves, and you send that to people. What you can do on MyMA, you can create an automation campaign, tag a student when they go away, and then send them an email a week later saying, hope you're enjoying your holiday, here's some moves that you can do. Just upload that to YouTube and send them the video. You could ask them to send you a video or photograph of them training, if they're in America or something, at the Grand Canyon, doing a high kick, doing some forms, doing a kata at the...
And you can increase that on social media, like best kick of the week.
Exactly, run a competition.
Star student of the week.
Tap into their sort of competitiveness.
Yes, exactly. And the thing is, social media is all about inclusiveness, and also retention is all about inclusiveness. So the more inclusive they feel within their community, the more they'll, the higher the odds of them, retaining that customer you'll have, So I think definitely, having star student of the week is important. Keeping them engaged, I need to do XYZ in order to get that star student of the week sticker or whatever it may be, and also best kick of the week or best move of the week, and things like this keep the community engaged, keep the students engaged, and
they
also
still feel like they're part of the club even when they're not there.
That's right, exactly. So and also a point on retention, I think looking at who isn't engaging with you and who is engaging with you, and personalizing your message around that, because sometimes what you find is you'll just send a generic email to say hope everything's well, whatever it may be. But for example, if certain parents aren't engaging with you, having a personalized message that just goes specific to them, that's sometimes really important, and that works really well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that brings me on perfectly to the next point. You can contact students that have been away, and this is only if you've got the time and you've got enough instructors to do this. But you can contact the student and say, I know you've been away for a couple of weeks not training. Would you like some one-on-one lessons to bring you back up to speed before you start again with your regular training? Now, if you contact them individually and offer them something that's specific to them, that's so hard to say no to. They're not going to say, oh no, I'm not going to come back. You know, they're going to want that one-on-one time. And once they're back in the rhythm, they're back in the rhythm. They're not going to stop coming to class. So if you can contact them, but again, that's only if you have the resource to do that. Yes. You really just got to stay active on social media, foster that community, keep people engaged. The competitions that Bao mentioned.
Yeah, and just increase your communication. So, you know, if you feel like, you know, students are away, parents are away, and, you know, you've got to increase the amount of noise. Turn up the noise, exactly. Turn up the noise on social media, turn up the noise in terms of your current students, and see how can you touch base with them on a weekly basis, or, you know, bi-weekly basis, like see what you can do, and that's quite important.
Absolutely, yeah. Another idea, near the end of the summer, just before the big September rush, you can host a welcome back party for all your students. Send an email out, invite them all, and sort of say, okay, we're back to it now, guys. Training starts next week. Welcome back. Hope you all had a good holiday. I mean, if it's still a nice weather, you can have a barbecue. You can, you know, talk about what they did on the holidays, award the student of the week. You know, show the high kicks that they did on holiday, and sort of welcome them back into the routine, because once they've come once, they're not going to stop coming. It's getting them back in the door. So the third one is sort of the larger idea that we've got, and it kind of ties all the other ideas together, and that's the idea of giving out tokens for people who have contributed to the club. So we've got the tokens ready to download on MyMA. If you just follow the link, you can just cut these out, and we'll explain how it works. So, say you had a student comes to class, you give them a token, you write their name on it, and they put it in a bin somewhere in the dojo. Thank you, Bao. I feel good about getting this. They put it in the bin in the dojo. So they come to an extra class, one of your summer camp classes. You can give them 2 tickets, put that in the bin. Thank you very much, Mal. If they do one of the social media videos or pictures, say if they did a picture of themselves while on holiday doing a move, doing a routine or a kata, you give them 2 tokens. If they send a video, give them 5 tokens. If they help you in class by holding the pads, give them 5 tokens. Be quite liberal with the way you give the tokens out. Make sure that they feel good about them. Award them publicly if you can. If they do it on Facebook, say, "Great, that's 5 tokens for you, John. I'm going to put them in. The bucket." And the idea is, at the end of the summer, ideally at your welcome back party, you pick one of the names out of the bucket and you award a prize. Now, the bigger the prize, the better, obviously. But the kids have got to know what they're working towards at the beginning of the summer. They're really pleased to get the tokens. It fosters that community. It fosters that sort of that competitive nature, because they want to get more tickets, and it keeps them involved even when they're not there. So download the tokens and try and get a prize. If you can record giving the prize as well, and put that on your social media.
Like X won this prize and this, and that's the thing. And you know, it's the whole, like, it reminds you of like the arcade sometimes, when you go to the arcade and you'll keep playing till you've got enough tokens for a certain prize.
You're gamifying it.
You're gaming. And that's the thing, and that's what's important. I think gamification is a massive thing within marketing at the moment, and especially amongst like kids, because everything is, you know, it's not everything's a game, but you know, if you can gamify certain things, it becomes a competitive thing. You know, it keeps them engaged. That's the key.
And if you award this prize in video, I mean, this is great for in September, when a parent's researching a school and they see all these students at a welcome back party, and one of them, you know, getting a PlayStation or something. I mean, they're thinking, wow, this school's incredible, and the kids are going to go back and say, oh, my friend won whatever at the martial arts school. We got all these tokens. You know, they talk about it. This is the sort of word of mouth effect that you're tapping into, because people are really excited to play this game over the summer. And it doesn't work for long periods of time. That's why it's perfect over the summer. You really got to sort of box this time off that you're doing.
And I think on social media, you know, I always say, like, don't create, you know, document. And when you're doing certain things like this, you know, constantly documenting what you're trying to achieve and what you're doing with the students is so important, because not only is that content for you to kind of widely distribute across your social media, it's easy content as well, because, you know, they're engaging, and you can just showcase that so easily, rather than, you know, trying to come up with something to, like, oh, what should I post today and what should I do, which was obviously our last live, which you can still access, by the way, and have a look.
Still available.
If you did miss the last live, you can go back to the one that we did, which was just about, it was more of a marketing Q&A, and talking about content, and anyone that hasn't got the content planner for Facebook. You can access that on MyMA.
Yeah, that's download. It's at the top banner on MyMA, so you don't have to dig through the library.
Yeah.
Just click the top banner or in the notifications section, and you can get there.
And people have found that really helpful, so definitely go check that out if you haven't already.
There we go. Mike's going to implement the token idea. Like I say, Mike, the downloads are available on MyMA. You can just click the link in the description of this video, and it's all there ready to rock. Okay, so that's it for the retention ideas that I've got. So if you've got any,
so now it's over to you guys.
It's over to you guys. Exactly.
So if you've got any questions at the moment that you feel you'd like more information on, and it could be anything marketing related, get your comments in, and we can see if we can help you out right now.
Or even if you just have a topic idea for a future video. I mean, I think we mentioned this last time, but we're going to try and do a Q&A and a topic discussion every other Thursday at 11 o'clock. And these we'll put these onto YouTube. We'll keep these on Facebook. We'll email around. So if you miss it, if you miss one, you don't have to watch it live.
Yeah.
But if you want to get involved, ask us some questions.
Exactly, and what we're trying to achieve with this live is not only, as I said, engage with the community, but we're actually giving like actionable things for you guys to take away.
Mm-hmm.
So last live we did, we gave away the marketing planner, which told you what to post on Facebook, when to do it, and what areas you should post in and why you should do that. This time we're giving you the summer campaign materials and some tokens and some ideas
and
certificates. Yeah, and next week. Well, in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time. 4 nights' time.
Will be something totally different. So, if you have any ideas of what you'd like in the future, let us know. Just, this can only continue if we are working together. So, Any questions at the moment?
And also after this video is finished, this comment section will still be live.
Yes.
If anyone's got any great retention ideas, just post them in there, and we might put some of them into an email. We'll update the MyMA article if anyone's got any really killer ideas. I think when we did the conference in the spring, and Lou hosted the round tables with the golden nuggets. The ideas that people came away from you guys was, I think that was one of the most valuable parts of the day. And that was, we had nothing to do with that. That was all ideas that you guys had implemented in your dojos. I think that's where one of you mentioned the Nerf gun. The Nerf gun idea for summer camps, and I think it was a Halloween camp that they'd done. But that is a great idea, and that sort of fun, engaging thing that sort of soft sell a soft way into martial arts when they feel the community, they feel the sort of the happiness of the physical activity and playing with their peers. And then they start learning the moves and the discipline and all that comes with it. That's a great way in.
Yeah, 100%. So have we got any questions at the moment?
We've got nothing.
We've got nothing
Guys,
at the
come
moment.
on.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. That's okay. That's good for us.
That's good for us. If you leave any questions, we'll get back to you next time. And we'll, like I say, this comment section's going to be live, so we'll come back to you.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us live today. And we look forward to seeing you on the next one. But yeah, definitely. I know it's the start of this and sometimes people don't really want to get involved. But, as Joe said, the comment section will be live after this as well. So if you have any questions, get them in there and we will answer them for you. Great. But thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys, and have a good summer.